Hello everyone, Sphax here, and welcome back to some Tekkit. Finally, it's been quite a while since my last episode in Season 3, and the reason is I had a little catastrophic world failure with one of the updates in Tekkit. As I've explained, it was in beta. There's now a real solid recommended version. In fact, it's been on a recommended version for a little while now. They had another large update this morning, and it convinced me to go ahead and hop back in and start doing some more recording to show you guys what I came up with. Now, I decided to go against what I said last episode, as that world got destroyed, with the smaller building with a lot of dimension doors. And the reason is I kind of like building. So it was only natural for me to just completely ignore that approach and go with bigger is better. So here we go. Now, I started off this world by coming up with the necessities to start getting machines, and then I quarried out an area right here. Not super deep, but deep enough to have an absolute ridiculous basement below this absolutely ridiculous building. And that's really where I started off. We're going to start building in the basement and work our way up. I do plan on packing this thing full of all kinds of technology. But today we're mainly going to focus on the Minefactory Reloaded laser drill. Now, I've got quarries in place. Besides this area that was quarried, I did a second additional full 64x64 quarry, and I've got quarry number 3 pumping right now as we speak, which we'll stop out there earlier. I figured you guys were sick of watching me build quarries, so I went on and did that on my own. And a real nice supplement to the quarries is the Minefactory Reloaded laser drills. As you see, we've got burning right here. So we're going to put in a third laser drill today, and it's also one of the mining devices that can be used in Attack of the B Team, as Minefactory Reloaded is a part of that mod pack. But anyway, I've already got the area picked, and I've got the hole drilled. So what you want to do is you want to start off by one single hole going all the way down to bedrock. Obviously, I've already gotten that one done. And then you want to throw down your laser drill right on top of that hole. And then we'll be able to knock out the blocks right underneath it here and see that it is indeed working. Awesome. Now, one of the nice parts about the laser drill is it doesn't dig out an area. It produces ore from this shaft, but it doesn't actually blow out a huge area like the quarry does. So that is nice. One of the big downsides about the Minefactory Reloaded laser drill is that it will suck an enormous amount of power. All you'll give it, just about. Here I see I've got some big reactors set up. I went with the 3 7x7s. 2 of them running yellorium ore, and then 1 of them recycling the waste, and that is just coming along fine. I'm producing quite a bit of power right now, but nowhere near what I need. With the quarry running and with what will be 3 laser drills running by the end of this episode, we're going to have some massive power usages. So I'm going to have to start thinking about atomic science and where I'm going to put in an atomic science reactor. I'm thinking maybe on the top floor or even on the roof of this building. But we'll get to that here soon. You see I've also got the sorting facility in place just right up against the wall there. And then my work area is just up on this platform here. All the basic machines I started with, ME network. And I've had those 2 laser drills going for a while, and they're producing. A couple of the nice things is they produce diamond ore, which is going to give you 2 to 4 every time they're pulverized. I believe it's 2 to 4. It may only be 2. I'm not certain on that one. But it's also going to give you a lot of glowstone. It's going to give you a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally have at this stage. Now, I've already been to the nether, of course, but we pumped a ton of glowstone out of these 2 laser drills. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now, the laser drill itself cannot run just alone. It must have a laser drill pre-charger. You can start off with just using one of these, However, you can put one on each side and give it the maximum amount of juice, and that is what I'm going to be doing here. Now, as I mentioned, it does suck a ridiculous amount of power, and it's actually not super productive. It goes really slow until you can get it into a position where you're providing it a nice bit of power. Now, to monitor how much it's using this, I don't want it to suck out absolutely everything that I have. I've got a resident energy cell on each of these, and I've got them around the 2000 max output range. So that's the most that each one of these is going to be able to suck out is 2000 RF per tick. Now, in total, I'm only producing about 7000 RF per tick out of these 3 reactors. So it's using almost all of what I'm producing, just at its current setting. So we want to get a little power off to each of these prechargers. And just going to do that by just building a little frame, and it gives me something to stand on later on, which is nice. And now everything's got power. Oop, forgot to mention, if you jump down into the beam, you do get scorched. Don't jump in the beam. Now I need a ME precision import bus to suck those goodies out. Oops. And we got our ME connection. Now I want to set it so it's pulling out stacks of items. Now I'm going to have to jump in there to get that piece of cable. Get a little bit burnt again. Not too bad. But there it is. There is the Minefactory Reloaded laser drill in action. Like I mentioned, it doesn't bust open. It doesn't bust open a huge amount of earth, so you don't have a big ugly hole there. But the downside is it uses insane amounts of power. We get all kinds of ore, as I mentioned. It works well with other mods. So we're getting cheese ore, even though I haven't been to the moon yet. We're getting aluminum ore from BDCraft. We're getting just a ton of diamonds, as you'll see how ridiculously easy your diamond supply will quickly become. Those 19 diamonds are just from like the last maybe 20 minutes of play, and I already had a bunch dumped in here. So, I mean, there's 2 stacks of diamonds there. And we'll just feed the rest of that in and get just a ton more diamonds. Yeah, it looks like it's 2 per. For some reason I thought I saw 4 once, but I was probably imagining things. But it's still very productive. Stacks and stacks and stacks of diamonds. You won't have to worry about diamonds. Not at all. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of Minecraft Tekkit. This is running 1.2.8c, which is the newest version of Tekkit and is also a recommended build. I do want to show off my nether portal real quick. Just the start of the basics of this. Still got a long way to go to build it out and make it secured. But do have a nice little nether portal here set up. The one on the left takes me to the quarry. And here I am at one of, this is quarry number 3 going. It's starting to get down there a little ways. I'll start getting some nice ore out of this as well. And go back to the nether portal. And this one will take us here to the platform down in the basement, which makes travel quite a bit nicer. I'm actually going to use the linking books to get to the various floors too, to not have to climb up the ladder every time, which I think it'll be a little bit quicker as big as this building is. But definitely making progress. Got a lot of space to fill now, so not sure what is going to get put in next, but definitely need to set some farming stations in outside to start getting some wood. I'm tired of going and chopping the trees down myself. You see there's our little fishing station going down there. I just made the 1 unit this time, as with just me, no need to produce such a ridiculous amount of fish. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll keep everybody posted on Minecraft Tekkit as it updates. But this is Minecraft version 1.6.4 with the Tekkit 1.2.8c mod pack. Thanks again.